happen me. Me say no afa our link I go masa madam me so ya na emo pa mada.
See.
But oh what's happen me say me hwe
was it Enra me now the area and match because when him say the area me now you know be from Chelsea. I didn't know the area home from Chelsea. It me now wonder where hey Charlie now match you know like I could get like 5 to 6 people they were talking about the match. That tells you say we are your wiki
at that time.
Yeah, at that time.
See,
at that time we are your wiki everywhere. We love Blackstar, but
Abdul Manaf no reading. I'm not for money cheaper. Only baby, I don't understand. Let's start. Yeah, jumping into conclusion. Yeah, send about 4 I don't know. Straight ahead. My fan get full stop on the paragraph. Yeah, jumping into conclusion. What were we trying to do on that very day? Because Mintias here in my subsequent bulletin, I was talking about the fact here we are trying to play from the back like Chelsea. We are trying to play from the back like Arsenal. We are trying to play from the back like we are some PSG side. When you play for the back, I have fair. We are Inter Milan. You've established your squad. You have players that have played together for like 3 to 4 years. Yeah. When the boys are playing for the back, I have fair. When Antonio Conte, Onumpo de Wechemu Kaka, into my embra in Kaka, Obiti say Thomas Tuchel, Oba Chelsea. No? If you watch Cesar Spilicueta with the inclusion of Thiago Silva, Yokofaris, James Munina by Rudiger Mohorn, when we are playing from the back, I have fair, Papa. With the Makipa, Mendy, the Spilicueta, na the Thiago Silva, na Yeko, na Benchu Abesomu. If your defenders are playing from the back, it's a sight to be seen. I tell you no lie. But on that very day, I was asking myself, why was the Black Stars players trying to play from the back? I understand that playing from the back helps mount pressure on the attack.
Yeah.
But then these are players who know nothing about each other. If these are boys who have played 4 or 5 games together, no, yes, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But boys, where your defensive players, maybe this is about 3 or 4 matches together.
No, even one match.
So why were you trying to play from the back? So what you say? I was watching the match, and this was what caught my attention. I don't know about you though, but then I want to get your view. Did you also see them playing from the back on the night?
Yeah, I saw it. I think that. Sorry. Anytime you have ball, they call over there and they try to blow.
Abdul Manaf.
Yes, even from the. I think the first match.
Playing goalkeeper.
I think even from the first match, against Mexico, so they tried the same thing. And I think the son coach natural.
And I make a choice. Take nothing away from playing from the back.
Yeah.
When you are an established side,
yes.
When you play and you are playing from the back, me I have no problem.
Yeah. And I think I had the opportunity to watch a lot of the European qualifying matches. Majority of the teams, they were not building from the back. That is what I saw. Building. The keeper will pick the ball. No, a sporty player, then with pajama. You get it. Why? Because it's a national team. How many days do you get to train?
I mean,
what I say, it's just 5 days, 4 days. Be putting your boys together. Start building from the back. And your teams are.
You are in Italy. You are in England. Yes.
City, Chelsea, that kind of teams. I'm going to build Real Madrid. So I'm Madrid for some boys. No more pimps. But we here players or them say, oh, me were confident or born to meet me. Just one pass. I think the name should in here, sir.
Zlatan, playing from the back. Is this the new system Chris Hughton is adopting? Because I have seen them try the same thing against Mexico. Obi fair my attention said the latter part of the match against Liberia, we did it. The latter part of the match, we were playing from the back. I watched the video and I'm trying to collate what he was saying. He said, well, I saw some 1 or 2 times we played from the back. I don't know, say moving forward, this is what the Black Stars is going to be curtailed of. Because if we are playing from the back, teams will start pressing. Folari Balogun, Giovanni Reina, on that very day, no Mujina Yesun, Pulisic, or Mujina Yesun. So playing from the back, you saw how many mistakes we did trying to play from the back.
But what can Pulisic have matter? Pulisic say go.
Oshego. Odi. Oshego. Obo penalty.
I never let no go.
They be no player to score. Pulisic. And me try afa.
Me man kasa police be check.
One ka.
Me na me kind. Yeah, change your lunch.
Okay, say police be say.
But na me see or
Meba
yanka penalty dey send you.
Na say you can go.
Yeah, more say free kick and a corner kick. Also police to score.
Police score.
Kocha and make us kocha rent. Enti waboka lunch area we no e da otiso. And I make us say yeah meji 10% bi wo so.
To lunch na me da show
10% wo so. Enti
okay, say lunch ne ba na benya 10%.
Before lunch me ba na say me 10%.
Okay.
Playing from the back, no, I don't know, say moving forward, you know. That's the new thing for the Black Star. But I would humbly plead with the coach, say on train Mohamed Salisu, Tariq Lamptey, at least Alexander Jiku. Not forgetting Daniel Amati. Because with these names are Mabono. Don't let me leave out Baba Rahman.
Yes.
With these names are Mabono, I feel say there's that sort of telepathy between them already, because some matches together. With these new boys, if this is what he wants to do, I second it, all right, because they're also new boys or they don't remember defensive pair anymore. So from time to time we see them. Gideon Mensah a bit old dog, but then with the defensive pair no boy, you know, I feel say no better moving forward now or maintaining chop and change, and boy defense, playing from the back. What do you also think about that?
So the playing for the back always works if the players know themselves very well. And even without knowing themselves very well, player profile. You know, there are players, they can't absorb pressure. They don't know how to get out of pressure. Their touches, footwork, very poor. So you don't expect them to be passing the ball at the back. With the pressing, they always give 40 passes. For the first time seeing Stephen Ambrosius, Schindler, Joseph Edu, Gideon Mensah at the back, and you want to play from the back with Manaf Nuruddin, it will not work. Someone like Mohamed Salisu, as you said, Ghanaians, we need him. Jiku, we need him for the AFCON. It is non-negotiable. You can't change it. If they are not there, we are not going to win anything. So these players, pick them individually. In their profile, you can see that Mohamed Salisu has the ability to hold the ball more than 1 minute in his own yard, to search for a player to give an accurate pass. You can't compare the same profile to Schindler. You can't compare the same profile to Nicolas Opoku. You can't compare the same profile to Stefan Ambrosius. So on the day if you're a coach and your tactical brain is telling you that you have to play from the back, it's a mistake, a big mistake from the behalf of the coach. You have to check your players. Can they hold the ball? You don't expect Ali Dusedu to be holding the ball more than your midfielders. So it is either you are going to hold the ball in the midfield, at least 50-50 balls. If even USA they win or Mexico they win, before they get back to your goalkeeper, your defense line is there. But if you are playing at your defensive yard, the moment you lose the ball, the next person is your net and your goalkeeper.
That's just what you there.
That's what you there.
So
it is either you allow your, so you can see clearly that our midfielders were not enjoying the game, but defenders and goalkeepers were just tiki taka pa ni aje ni ashe indirect mi hu indirect chapa
Indirect me be say and that's what football.
I am na only paden no e ball this. What that ball this. Na if kindergarten football.
I think say
wait me but me try one wait on any football academies no na enche boys na dey.
Yes yeah and I see I mean sure we a footballer it was in Nicolas Opoku. Oh yeah, errors. Ni your friend is indirect, you know. Any goal now, first goal, no. Look at what he did as a defender. Boko a year, your friend is
over.
Who says no person that from head the ball no so yet then you drink one chance here. And I wonder who scouts for these players. See, we have Kasim Nuhu. I don't know if you've heard of Kasim Nuhu.
I've heard of Kasim.
About it was Switzerland. He's a central defender. Your friend is saying Europa Conference League. You're almost course a semi-final side. I think no. He was part of the Blackstars during I think Akuno time was since the moon friendly view, and you could see that these guys are good players, whereby say Jikumuni you know they are good replacement. Nicolas Opoko has been in the Black Star for some time, but Charlie, you them indirect free kick. Keep a crown and car. Maybe I obey indirect free kick being a player. Oh, Charlie, very bad from.
So you see what I'm talking about.
It is very bad. It's very bad.
So it is either you tell your players that midfielder should hold the ball, for a midfielder to get less than 15 touches, for your defender to touch over 30, lose 5 of them. It's very bad. So I think the brain behind our national team has a very big work to do.
Obviously, me can't share Nicholas. Ali to say, ni shirt na ready. Yeah, Timothy, we are power man no. Yes, shirt na ready.
Oh.
Now play a show.
Now
you know. So you see, one, most of the boys at the Black Stars are not patriotic. They don't understand what it takes to wear the national team jersey. 2, it looks like they are doing us a favor playing for the Black Stars. Now I say Anka international break there, say as a player, then say Anka make you feel correct. And I'm afraid say member bomb national team ni mamu. Some of these players they don't deserve to be there. Chris Hughton, young brother, so. What sort of formation is he trying to play? Because maybe one, no? I don't know. Before you made me believe, make sure what platform is. Before you made me believe, say Chris Hughton is a defensive coach. But judging from our matches now, but our last 3 matches, no, me and the 3 I'm being a bit biased. Me and the 4, not even Central African Republic match. No. At a point in time, it feels like he wants to go forward. Then now you are playing from the back. What are you telling me? Chris Hughton. I say my blame will be in fact blaming him, man. One cast and one can be the quabra, me kind of blame no man. Or say he's still the right man for the job. If you ask me personally, after the World Cup, me I don't believe Chris Hughton is still the man for the job. It would take a miracle for him to win me over. Do you still think Chris Hughton is the right man for the job? Judging from the 10 matches you have seen Black Stars played after the World Cup.
Has he played 10 matches?
Has
he been in charge for these 10 matches? No, he's not been in charge in these 10 matches. He's been in charge for 8 matches. 2 will become 8. Yeah, 2 will become 8 matches. Okay, and you can see something from Uzoba, as a new coach, you have to try for formations. And me blaming in match. Okay, me blaming your friend is saying Chris Hughton match because one Ghana for the right time I say we don't have materials. Your materials now you always see you've been somewhere stars somewhere Charlie they are not good enough.
And then the whole man I'm see DJ Bomis Anyum no not today.
They are not good enough. What they are saying now. Until who your coach now ba coach biya be pick team you be struggle. That is a fact. You be struggle. And yet it's a first na ye wo Sule Munia ya omo no coach ni be kire omo kra nko yi omo timi
individual brilliance.
Chale we mo hwe unim say ni Mexico. I don't want the match. Ye na winning possession. We were touching the ball more. But there is no progression. Any US we were touching the ball more, but no progression. Where does it? And see why in the big midfield workers me push ball in Queen, me push ball in Queen. Ebi ni wasa. What does it? Me player me just need to say never nyina na say coach chiro. Coach na chiro so do penalty box ma ball shot. Coach na chiro say oje ball peja utina share space. Na ma pass. Ma wall passes. Hwe eya na yaka se party ba eya party mohwe yes ye hu so mohwe ba party jiboa oskania as a was scanning ye friend is ade
nothing to be seen
obi enio enti me ba wo kira enye se omo no mo ma passes no obi enio to
yes mami sure
enti me ba when say what are our strikers doing on the field then
no not our strikers your defensive mid from the defense to midfield to attack. What I say. Now, so what person will build it from a chair? Good. Unzi enya ball no pena US for na press it. What I say. Now, so more press here. We are very good team. What mean advantage from them? Why? I'm going to press it with 3 or 4 players. 3 or 4 players, no. Who beat you, man? You create space. Ever that only midfield need. What I say? Now who attackers no? Ebe open up. One City. Who's the City? So one wanna go pressure man. O me ball no from defense no on the back wa. No the abaha. Ube no one pass. Ne bio midfield. What I say? No the call. Now the call. What I say? But you know defenders na nya ball na say midfielders no. And that's a midfielder and I jump ball now. If I say attacking midfielders now say wings in the make no me jaw. And you also jaw no as I pass here with it. What I say? It's a team Nankasa bibi wo. And a formation and a coach ni bono. Because yeah, ne boy. Yes formation OP a match on my say. So what were the guys doing? What I say? So about 4-2-3-1. Let's tell you show 4. Hey Milo time. Milo no is very defensive coach. Who's on one shall be sano. Milo consider a 1. Yeah. But ball possession transition or moving from defense to attack. She said on control ball. What I say? Top players no any who say one more on there am. There's actually
unnecessary tackles in the 18 box.
Necessary tackle. Who names say my main guide the ball. I can't the ball ni kwa want. And the guide no from where? Walk through the channel. And on the Blackstars there is no competition in the team. There's no competition. Nipa the boss say cry, best have friend. What I say? But there are certain players you that they deserve to be in the Blackstars. And it's serious. There's certain players you actually.
Zlatan,
boss.
Moving forward, is Chris Hughton still the right man for the job? Your personal opinion.
My personal opinion, Chris Hughton is the right man for the job. He's the right man for the job because looking at the profile of Chris Hughton. Now say Chris Hughton and man you now why you?
And can me say Antonio Conte with you.
Right. That's the problem we have. Does the team look attractive even for Picho Mosumani and Antonio Conte?
Maybe on put the SSC or sorry, and TSA money break. Pisto they say on they employed. But the current person on only employment via Antonio Conte. I believe strongly say he's the right man for the job. Because if you are a defensive minded team or you are trying to create a defensive minded setup, who best for the job than Antonio Conte? Or I bought Rebecca Mamo.
Do you say Blackstars cover Antonio Conte?
Antonio Conte.
What you 300K for Javier Renard. I had then. Not Conte.
They bet you.
Now me say.
Javier Renard.
300K for Javier Renard.
A political appointment.
Right now. When your friend is Chris will contract, and I think a 2 years contract also 2 years now. Now terminating contract now.
But sometimes I think you do start stage now. The public has to see what goes into the contracts and the clause.
Right now we don't know how much they pay him.
So we don't know. I would be glad say if in the contract your chance will be 1 year 6 months for build the team no. And the next 1 year you should be able to compete in the tournament.
Or we can sack you based on performance.
But I don't know say we do it on merit and basis say budget team no for a tournament. No, we have to start inputting some clauses. 8 months for build the team no. And 1 year my your local league players need be what team nimu doing or performing at the top level. We should start studying our clauses and our contracts very well because I feel say if you should look at other teams, shall you as a team here no boy. Shall call no mugu anymore.
Young boys.
I was so impressed, you know. Some of the boys I already know them. Some of them I don't even know. I've even for what they said they have ties to America. So seeing them on the night, me tell me say, see. And when I major me know what program we used to say I know about 2-2.
You know we have equally young guys. You play, but our players are not serious.
You don't have them.
We have
because you don't have them because they can't pay to play the Blackstars.
They can't do what?
They can't pay.
They can't pay
to play for the Blackstars.
They should call.
Called for what?
And to come and represent their country. My mom, perfect.
You want my main concern is I want to ask you. You want to build a team. Let me show you where I lost focus on the Blackstars. After the match against Nigeria, I saw the performance of a certain young AS Roma striker, Felix Afenejan. Meshani input of both Accra and Nigeria match. One Fananko World Cup. For reasons known to themselves. I'm saying it on this platform. I want to who say GFA, no coaches, no BB, they don't know anything about football. Say to me, Ja, Afenejan will fear Eddie Naki Williams, Echo World Cup based on experience, then you don't understand football. Well, I asked several times, say, I can show you a whole lot of my videos. I was asking, what was the reasons why I Afenejan will fear? Because me personally, it made no sense to me. And the best response I know will come the experience. Experience being. So how would Afenejan in the nearest future gain experience too? What Jan will feel over World Cup about?
Jan will feel gain experience.
So
that's not hate TV, no gain experience.
So sitting there and watching the performance of Inaki Williams, me personally, I was praying for him because I wanted him to show the experience they were telling us about.
Osho be kakra.
And I'm telling you, sir, based on his performance at the World Cup, I would have preferred Afenejan to go perform the way Inaki Williams performed at the World Cup. So some performance didn't want extra experience at the World Cup level there. I tell you, no, like Afenejan should have gone to the World Cup. If this is what we were calling experience, no. Chris Hughton, many no problems, baby. Personal problems.
Personal problems.
Yes. Where a disclaimer. Personal problems. Because Michelle Otuado, thank you message to the GFA. Obedoma say Odoma some man transparency, some man room to work. Or now on also make us on nimbo. If per your performances and our back catch and say because some of the players me am if you cram and say and say some on Black Star jersey. Moving forward, we need to gain some sort of momentum. You win back, we are draw back, we are losing you know. You win back, we are draw be now you be winning be.
With himself for about 10 years in the Black Star winning matches baby you know twice.
The last time we won a competitive game away was 2021, Zimbabwe. Thomas Partey shares Agon. A competitive game. 2021.
There are no minnows in football, but
yeah, but it's like yeah performance, you know, bad, very bad. Charlie, sometimes we have
to tell the attackers, the playmakers, to do their job. From home.
You see, who a team? If coach knows so maybe he's at fault and he say if you have a team of maybe 22 players, we share the core of the team now one. And he found our strength will strengthen a wing and our midfielders and our defense. What is it? Right now, no, me who baby I want the war. One. Me dream say Newman Bamukakra, a very good winger. Yeah. And Joseph Pencil, also another very good winger.
Osman Bukari.
Now Osman Bukari now. I didn't say one devise a system my babua. Because we share Europe, these guys are doing very well. They are playing very good football.
5-2.
What I say. So I didn't say one devise a system. I'll be using wings anymore. But building from the wings. I'll make me attackers. But still, you're not born now. What is that? You're born. Your friend is small post. On small post. You better pass this. Near pass your Sana still you're born. But I think that Charlie, and be brave. In the Black Star. I don't know. Say it's an internal problem. No more. And I problem you why maybe you can. But we sitting outside, no Charlie. This is, I think that this is the worst performance I've seen from the Black Stars in recent years, Charlie.
MCR for picture two screen this moment. Black Stars in T should be wafer.
We idea we wait me see you for that too. Because you moving forward, you will hear from my lawyers.
Moving forward, do you think, sir, it's time we got some of the old dogs involved in the Black Stars?
Yeah, we need them.
And yet, Sir Rose, I am on book and pen rules, baby. moving forward, this is what I'm calling for because if you're a follower of the game these days, no, you watch the Italian league, you watch the EPL, even the Italian national team, you watch the English national team. They are starting to get some of their old players involved. Oh, yeah.
Rose, they don't even get closer to the players.
So,
Argentina national team. Rebuild no more the Copa America. Ebeji finalist ma Ekoji World Cup no. They have about 7 old players. Omudilio Scaloni cross are your old player.
He's an old player.
Omunina Tevez Munina Omo independent.
Yes,
Deputy.
We are fitness editor.
So do baby I think say a problem. We gave CK the opportunity to do all these things. Now CK over here in charge of the Black Stars. Who never determine who becomes your assistant, your goalkeeper's trainer. What I say? At that time, Shanko for a point you CK time. How many assistant? Assistant coach why?
Boedu.
Debbie CK.
Konedu. I saw Konedu.
Then he had Ibrahim Tanko. Look at Ibrahim Tanko with under 23.
Look at people.
Look at what he did with under 23. What I say? It's a young club for Nibia. So, me can't. Black coach be Ghanaian coach be a dinner set team, no, Massa. In on perf, on every. Into a profia, young farmer Serbian coach be grand on what is it? Because we've seen, what my mom one example. See, I can't national team may perform for Ghana, national team.
Black Queens.
Omukrami
was first mark kesi wo.
No, up to.
Oh, Ghanaian.
Of course.
But only so much now so go.
No, they don't show the thing because now. But since they are winning,
Fabia Mensa.
What Mensa?
Udi Omudi Martina share from afar and say African terrain. Oma bono ma share
5.
Oma bono ma share
6.
Zimbabwe. Any sound for no. Minya won in South Africa. Minya won in Nigeria. Udi name ya. Nti send a Black Stars. You call for the better test. Mexico, USA, Nanka. Me pese Black Queens no dakro friendly match. It will be USA and Canada. Ni am sure no hotel.
Let me prove it wrong. Check. Yanye dia no. Yanye dia na see yanye dia. Ni na yanye dia. Black Stars dia no. Uti no so mo bo no. Oh, we win, they are struggling to win. But they are not struggling to win.
No, okay, true.
They are not struggling to win.
Meaning, you share better team, no, send understandable.
Yeah, understandable. What I say.
Yeah. Comoros, yeah, bread.
Yeah. Angola, yeah, bread. Mauritania, yeah, bread. Mauritius, yeah, bread. Chad, yeah, Chad.
Sao Tome and Principe,
yeah, bread. See, I'm sure Africa. When it comes to football in Africa, Mitchell level, we are the same level with Sao Tome,
Sudan,
Mauritania,
DR Congo.
DR Congo go ahead of us.
Guinea,
Equatorial Guinea. Guinea,
Se Uguras.
You get. South Africa, Ivory friendly match. I don't know if you that match now. And you could see good football. What I say? Good football. Wait. I'm sorry, what? I'm not exactly before. Oh, and yeah, that's your football in me. The gate,
Quick one 1 minute each. Moving forward, what do you think the Black Stars should do to get things right with the coach, together with the whole football body of the Ghana Football Federation? What do you think we have to do to get it right? Zlatan, 1 minute.
I think what we have to do is that the coach needs to implement all his ideologies in football. Players also need to show that they are patriotic and they want to kill themselves for the Black Stars. FA, they shouldn't interfere in the coaches' selection and staffs. And you see that. And fans, we always, even match on performance and ball AFCON in our match. You ever sorry, I support you. And no one win.
Mr. Jerry.
Yeah. I think that the players now have to give their best, and I think from the coach, the technical team, scouting team, normal scouting for players, they have a lot of work to do. Okay, I think next month we have World Cup qualifying series to play, 2 crucial matches, and senior best starting, and they need to scout for players. Because the CIA the department and your defense. what I say injury Bape na your key players na team member. So they have to work. They have to really work. Tell extra someone that crowd, one man they have to work and see that they can get the best for the Black Stars.
The last time the Black Stars really gave me joy. The last time the Black Stars really gave me joy. 2010 World Cup.
Oh yeah.
South Africa. Fitanopa me sorry. Mera Husam, I'm sure Black Stars 2010 World Cup Nisa. I don't understand. If you ask me personally what I think the Black Stars should do, I might sound a bit biased, but I would like them to oust Chris Hughton.
Challenge of the problem.
One might say
no, it will not solve the problem.
One might say it's early days yet.
It's early days.
Well, Mami Chewebi.
You see, we've had this problem from Kwesi Apia and Ediba Milo, second coming of Milo, and CK and Ediba Milo, and even Otu I say, yeah, we were seeing that it's problem no, and young coaches know it's with our players and your friend is saying, pay for
players no move from whom. So why can't you do the right collapse? You and I know the players at camp are not the right collapse.
You and I.
You and I know.
Me
and you know.
I don't know.
Oh, it is true. They are not the right collapse.
They are not the right collapse. You and I know they are not the right collapse.
They are on board club. No about the one national team.
Me. Your friend is a Nicolas Opoko friend, man.
So you and I know the players at camp are not the right collapse.
I'm now trying to know.
Oh, you see, that is the problem with the Black Stars. You go for the only ball, no move here. And I Kokwasa, they far back door, they far back door.
Hey, Atinga bet me about Aboya, Nicolas Obuku.
I think the Black Stars, they pan one chair. Oh, many times we have disappointed so many Ghanaian players that God is even punishing us for it. Players on ball win for problem more time on Mujina Suwa House of Folk. No, shall be better playmakers no more Black Stars scene. Oh, by a BN say, local league, you have forgotten you made the local league so unattractive, say, and then local league player cry about Black Star as a Ghanaian league player or called toy or Chelsea. We have to sit up right. Always we have to remember, oh, the only Debbie made this as I can say, Grandmaster Kufado, Mr. Debbie, we should always remember to be citizens, not spectators.
Yeah.
And then, you can't. You see, the lawyers are tatai. Now, lawyers no more bad dream, but no more Ghana for or multinational no mutiwas or no say no. You, the entity yourself, there's a question mark.
Yeah.
There are the right people at home. Fix them into the team.
Yeah.
To bring glory days back to the Black Stars. Bring back the law, bring back the any internet in so our pack.
Yeah.
Bring back the law. Hashtag ni na say ni so force laptop bring back the better match trust
obi say yeni US yeni Mexico ni bo mutu US ni abo mutu
kabo euphoria pa e wo kuro
chale obi ekwema na osere na say
ka si nam ko na
there's nothing attractive about the Black Star anymore. Mama Mohammed Kudus obo what is obo e ka me bo local team bidin
hey that has
but say kotoko o say half.
Now
also then our party.
It's your house for 4 points. 4 matches of 5 matches.
Early days yet. So 4 matches me call like say na me see me pe video see na me nya highlights of 4 matches na nya we na see me try local league at time say be frigate go be ambeshe oh some of your timings too are very poor Chelsea any Arsenal bobo now so do tough match akosho
and no referees no officials back.
Sometimes we have to be considerate when we are making our timetable and say the big matches across Europe and clash with our calendar now. You can't rock shoulders with the likes of AC Milan, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Juventus and the rest. So be mindful with your timetable too. So what you are saying, you have to be mindful with your timetable. Some of the timetables across Europe your top 4 teams TB. One your die-hard supporter in Ghana football. Wa fa Chelsea just ahwe o se kotokoni ha se bo
wa yine
o ti video center
na Pochettino
abesi me
also a die-hard House of Folk fan Arsenal but wa share Arsenal Jesse and no share Arsenal ball onu se ope Barcelona asem onu o so o si brekum Chelsea o pe si obia Barcelona bobo o ti o na o chere dia Gavi ni Pedro nye o park ne so So you see, sometimes we blame the team, sometimes it's our fault too.
Yeah.
But then it's not our fault the league is unattractive.
Mm-hmm.
That we have no hands
That
in.
one we have no hands.
Of course. Yeah. If you retain the goal kings and the assist kings, we will be tempted to come and watch your games.
Watch them because we don't
And just say league ni we ya na what town player ama Uganda, Zimbabwe league, Tanzania league, maybe cause Somalia. Player to me be na no crack say war club e ko.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy and protect the good name of Ghana football. This has been an exciting edition of VR Sports Extra here on Studio 2 Television. And then we both for year part me pese e be kasa bebre. Enye saa ye be kanu moving forward no. Kweku Frimpong e dey asembeba. Make a time with us and make dates with us to always stay tuned and log into Studio 2 Television. Like I always tell you, it's just a bad day. But before I proceed, subscribe here. Me a notification button. So anytime I edit great content, it says say better one. I want to say be. Me da masi be said be amuka yan mo ma agro near there. E be there e be efe no. If me new wa me da wasi be fine. But time it is and all the time it dey be. Remember, be a blessing in someone's life. Stay blessed.
Gundogan! Breakthrough for Manchester City! One man's missile ball coming up with smiling. Oh!
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here, in your eyes.